What's up guys, this is Pendant, and in this video we are doing 10 grenade lineups that I think every single Siege player should know. Timestamps as well as a brief description of each grenade lineup is in the description below. Thanks for watching, so let's get into it. The first lineup of course is going to be on Oregon, so this is a very quick grenade that you can do to affect attic. You can do this with smoke grenades, stun grenades, whatever you want, so this really complements an Amaru rush as well. And a cool thing that you can do with this one is equip a silencer and break out the top right corner of the barricade. Throw this and they'll never even know what hit them. And although this looks like something that will just be default or standard, tell me the last time that you actually saw someone do this. Coordinate with your team, throw this while they're pushing from attic or armory or basically just anywhere, and it's going to cause a lot of confusion and chaos, because as you'll see here, this is like the default setup. So when you throw this, as long as they're in this general area or coming through the rotate, they are going to be affected by this one way or another. Like hypothetically, just imagine you're walking through the rotate like a few seconds after prep phase ends and this grenade just smokes you. I would not be happy. The second grenade is going to be on Coastline, so let's go ahead and swap over. So this one, you spawn at runes, make sure that you do not get spawn peek from the hookah door. This is the only real way that you can kind of be countered doing this. Then nudge yourself into this corner by the potted plant and then aim at the second little divot type thing in the clouds here. You can throw your drone just to test it out, but you can trust me on this, it's always going to land there no matter what. This is probably one of my most effective grenades that I've ever made. You can also use a lion scan to hold them in place, I really like that idea. But as you'll see, like if they have a castle set up or if they're spawn peeking, they're going to be affected by this grenade. I really like this one. Believe it or not, I actually made this one specifically to prevent my solo queue teammates from getting smoked by this. I don't know why, but the rune spawn peek is just, I don't know. It's like a magnet for your solo queue teammates. They just always walk into it. It's a 4v5 as soon as the round starts, so hopefully with this grenade you prevent that. You can also potentially take out castle barricades and just cause a lot of panic, like they're always going to assume that you're coming from here once you pop that. Moving on to number 3, this is going to be on Kafe. Stand where I do in the video here, pop out this window. As long as you see the indicator go through the window, this is going to be perfect to take out the Azami that is always sitting here on the top floor. So with this one, you're either going to destroy their setup, take them out, or just open up some space for your team to push through the windows. And I'd recommend doing this like pretty much as soon as you know that there's presence in piano. And really, the sooner the better, because if you do it early in the round, they're not going to have time to actually set up all the appropriate Kiba barriers. So you're more likely to hit it that way. Now let's go ahead and move over to number 4, and that's going to be on Chalet. This is a grenade lineup that will land right in front of the closet rotate. I also really like this one because if you throw a smoke, it's going to block off like access to the main window. So if you want to do an Amaru rush or, you know, keep them off the main window as you guys approach, it's the perfect way to do that. So in front of the main window, you're going to see this power pole thing. So go ahead and stand in front of that, aim at the mountain in the background there, line up the right side of your crosshair, toss it, and you're all set. Like it lands in a really good position. Another like amazing thing to do early round. And I just want to show you guys what it looks like with the smoke as well. There's no gap and it's just so confusing. They're going to be like, what exactly is going on? You can also use Striker to just whip another grenade through that smoke. It's going to be crazy. You should give this a shot with Ying as well. She's got smoke, so throw the smoke, throw the Candela, get someone on the main window or just Amaru in. It's going to be crazy. Moving on to our next map, that's going to be Emerald Plain. So this one, do it early round. I know you can go on the platform and do the same thing, but you want to catch them by surprise, because this lands right between the sites, lands right behind the bomb chassis, so if anyone's there, anyone's late setting up sites, whatever, it's going to smoke them. I really like this one, just because it affects such a high traffic area and it's so unexpected. And keep in mind, if they do have a Womai, you're not going to see a Jaeger. Is he on vacation or something? Like, I actually haven't seen him in so long, but if they have a Womai, like, realistically, only 1 or 2 is going to be charged by then, and there's not going to be 2 on the window, so it is pretty effective. Give it a shot. Now let's hop over to Bank. So this is a very early round grenade that you want to do. You're going to throw this, and it's going to land right in front of Printer. When I get back on the ranked grind and I end up on this map, I'm going to do this every round, and I'll show you guys, like, you're going to get this 90% of the time. Just make sure you're safe from the spawn peek that takes place there, like, that's very common, but you'll see, like, if they have a Goyo set up over there, if they're setting cap cans on the printer door, if they're doing anything right here, it's going to be destroyed by this grenade. So definitely give this a shot on your next bank match. And just to show you, like, an example, so I'm setting up a Goyo canister right here. That nade lands where it did in the video, it's gone. And especially for your Goyo, like, if you don't want to deal with that later in the round, your team's going to love it. So moving forward, we're going to Kanal, and this idea is from a legendary Siege creator called Z1ronic. This isn't his exact lineup that he does, or did, but as long as you get the grenade indicator through that window, you're going to hit where the bomb chassis typically is. So this one is an exceptional idea. I really wish that guy still played Siege because he had some of the most insane ideas. Always love watching his videos, but yeah, this one is super, super effective. This is like the essential canal grenade. Just make sure you don't do this like too late in the round because your position outside, you're just wasting a lot of time. But yeah, if you have someone contesting the breach, you just toss this grenade, get them off it, your team can push in. It's super good. Now we're going to go ahead and jump back onto Kafe. So on this one, stand directly on the corner of this wall, get the grenade indicator, basically to go through the window and aim at the lip of the roof like I did. This is actually going to bounce off the door frame and hit anyone sitting on the cams by that cocktail bar. And it's not necessary, and you probably won't ever find success in a typical ranked match with this one. But if you throw the second grenade, it falls through the floor and would hit the castle that you'll typically find in Reading. That's just like the kind of thing that I would expect to see in maybe Pro League. I would lose my mind if anyone did this. Also, keep in mind, doing that double grenade thing, like in the same place, is super effective, so if you weren't familiar with that tech, definitely give it a shot. Now, up next, we're back on Coastline, so this is going to go through the aqua drone hole. This is insanely easy to do, and because it's so easy to do, what you could actually try is to throw this grenade and then jump on the main window, because you're going to make a huge amount of noise coming from like luggage. So once you do this, you might even take someone out, but it just serves as like an amazing distraction as well. Also, if Coastline is your favorite map and you really enjoy grenade lineups, I already made a video on that, so just scroll a little bit further back on my page. And go ahead in the comments and let me know what your favorite grenade lineup has been so far, and let me know what maps that you would like to see. So moving on after this, we have one grenade lineup left. This is going to be on Consulate. You do this right off the bat in spawn. Don't get spawn peeked, obviously. So nudge yourself into the corner right on this little railing, whatever it is, and then aim into the tree like exactly where I did. You can throw your drone, but I can do this pretty reliably. It's pretty forgiving. And if they're defending top floor, this is going to take out anyone like late reinforcing the outer wall there, or just like setting up equipment on this little pillar. So yeah, that's the final grenade. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe, keep your eye out for my next video, top 10 unexpected angles. I'm going to be posting a lot more. I do apologize for, the delay or just the lack of content recently. You know how life is. And if you've actually made it this far, I do again just want to say thank you. Like, I genuinely appreciate the support so much. Hit 10K on TikTok recently. I just really appreciate it. As always, take care and I'll see you in the next one.